The future of legalizing medical marijuana might lie with Colorado. News Team's Brooke Cummings reports on how the trends are changing.
Medical marijuana is illegal at the federal level, but 14 states have legalized it for strictly medical purposes. Colorado is one of these states. According to Colorado law, a person can possess 2 ounces and 6 plants of marijuana, but only if they have a medical card. The question is how state and federal agencies cooperate when they are in opposite corners of the issue.
They don't work together. The federal government turns its back and the state government says, give me your tax money.
Colorado might be setting a trend for the future of medical marijuana. In Boulder and Broomfield alone, more than 100 dispensaries and 20 growing operations were granted licenses so far. And every month, the number of medical marijuana applications goes up.
Basically showing everybody else in the medical marijuana states and outside of the medical marijuana states how the responsible use of marijuana is going to look like for adults. And the politicians are going to be able to point to us, say, this is how it's done here. This is how it's done for adults with a medical condition. Why shouldn't it be like this for just regular adults? If they can go into a bar or smoke a cigarette, there's no reason why they shouldn't be allowed to use marijuana without going to prison.
Associated with marijuana is the so-called stoner stigma.
I definitely think there is a stigma. You know, people think it's just a bunch of stoners wanting to get high, and I'll admit I used to think that too, but coming into the industry and learning about it and meeting the people that are involved in it, it's totally different.
Many in support of marijuana say that it is no more dangerous than drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes. Yet according to the federal law, even people with a medical card could potentially go to jail.
Spent 2 years in a prison, and my cellmate was a murderer. And I could just tell you that murderers, rapists, and armed robbers, they should be in prison. But plant growers, that's a waste of time.
But the future of medical marijuana is still hazy. Brooke Cummings, News Team Boulder.
The proposed ordinance would prohibit dispensaries from operating within 1,000 feet of schools, churches, and other dispensaries.